Okay, I'm live. I guess I'll just put that window away for now. How's the music, Morel? Probably don't have it on. Yeah, that's fine. uh, does Curly do anything in NFE? It's probably awful. Yeah. NFE's also not a real tier, so. What? It is 7 o'clock now, so I guess we have officially started. I'll wait for some more people to get in. I'll post in my Discords that it's happening now. No, little baby Discord. Okay. No, fuck, I'll just do it this way. Okay. Text Andrew. It's something that's not the right thing. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. Ugh. Well, the lotion making my face warm. Weird. Where are people? Still just one viewer. Do you want? I even started on time. That's unfortunate. Okay. I should pin the video. ton of viewers is a bit of a... yeah. I mean, I'd like at least... I know that people will be joining the stream. You know, like, they said they would, so... I got, like, 2 people that I'd like to have extra. But... oh! How do I have the wrong chat? How's that even possible? I fucking hate YouTube. Oh my god. Hold up. This is the right... where is the chat? This is like the... oh! Here it is. Okay. Laughed my ass off. Here it is. This is the real chat. We definitely have people in here. What the hell? I couldn't see anything. What? Oh my god. Heyo, everyone. Sorry. Man, I was getting so sad. There was people here all along. Well, my YouTube, the analytics here showed that there was, like, no one there. So, like, as far as I was concerned, it was just Morel and I. I'm sorry, everyone. Let me get this working for this. Let me pop this out again. Yeah, how do I even... this is, like, the second time something like this has happened. In 2 streams. You'd think after the first time I'd figure it out, but this is a completely new, dimensions to what the hell is going on. Okay, let me get this. Cancel it. It's not showing it. Put that there. Is this, are we Flamigo posting? Okay. Anyway. Explorer, media player, Smogon. There it is. Okay. There we are, everyone. Okay. Happy chat. Thank you, Boiler, for saving chat. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now we can actually begin. So there was a suggestion in the Greyplains server to do Gardevoir. Gardevoir is an interesting Pokemon. Gardevoir is UUBL, which means that it is OU playable. Overall, Gardevoir is severely outclassed in most cases by Porygon 2. Porygon 2, the reason being that they both have Trace. Which is really interesting. It allows you to come in on another Pokemon and copy their ability. So, for the case of Porygon 2, the reason why that's very important is that Dugtrio has the ability Arena Trap, which means that Pokemon that are affixed to the ground can't switch out. But Dugtrio himself is affixed to the ground. So, Porygon 2 switches in to Dugtrio. Dugtrio can't leave anymore. Porygon 2 Ice Beams Dugtrio. Dugtrio dies. Hopefully, you haven't taken too much damage. You're able to recover off the rest. Gardevoir has the same ability, but has a bit of a different niche. So instead of coming into Dugtrio, it kind of comes into other Pokemon that you might want to trace the ability for. So, like, it's a really good... Salamence is in the game, right? So, like, Salamence is in. Salamence is Intimidate. You swap in Gardevoir to intimidate it back. Spindup. Okay, let's see Spindup. I don't know much about how Spinda works. ZU. That's not a good start. I have to do this because it goofs it. Calm Line, Baton Pass, Trick Band. Wow. That is atrocious. Wow, I forget how bad Spinda is. That's actually 60 all the way down. Wow. That's amazing. We can do that. Let me see what it does. Ruby Sapphire Ape. And no stats to use it, yeah. Apom truly is trying its best in never use. I guess it is NU, because you, again, I explained it in the video. If you guys haven't seen the video, you can go ahead and watch that. Algae King. Okay. Algae King? There's like a... Yeah, that's Gen 6 Pokemon that's like that. Anyway, it has Baton Pass, so that's interesting. Doing its best is a good explanation. ZU is not a real tier. ZU and untiered are both kind of like unofficial things. Untiered is like official in the fact that it exists, but it's an unofficial tier in the fact it's not played. So I guess it's slightly better than untiered because it does have stats, but I think also unknown is ZU. Oh, it's for... I guess, yeah, it's also ZU. Yeah. Overview. Well, we're not doing unknown probably. I'd be willing to do Spinda. Surskit. Surskit's cool. I like Surskit because it's a water bug Pokemon. And then it evolves into a stupid Masquerain, which sucks. Fortunately, Surskit is bad in Little Cup. That's not good. It has no... Spinda would be a good bartender. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. It's the resemblance between Spinda and kind of like the body image of Tom Nook. You know, it gives similar vibes to me. Tom Nook would be a good bartender if he wasn't a landlord. Anyway. Masquerain. Let's see what Masquerain does. Masquerain's also ZU. Man, we're getting some stinkers. Sableye. Let's see Sableye. I think Sableye is NU, but like firmly. Like that has a real niche in NU. Sableye is, of course, the meme-mon in Gen 3. It's like, wow, it's like one of the two Pokemon until Fairy types that like has no weakness. The other one being in Gen 5. Ah, that eel Pokemon. Sableye has no weakness in Gen 3, so it must be amazing, right? No. Not with 50 HP, 75 defense, and 65 special defense, it's not. It doesn't matter if you, don't get hit super effectively if you just get hit normally and die. But it's got some interesting things. Next defensive, because it has recover, so it has value for a defensive mon, so it can recover, so it can actually exist in a space. Let's do the next song. Oh, Spinda runs a juice. I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't know much about Mystery Dungeon. Algae King. You keep saying Algae King. Is that a specific? Is that? I need a bit more firm name of a Pokemon, unfortunately. Because we're doing Gens 1 through 3 is a Pokemon that we can use. Because I'm familiar with how ADV works pretty well. So Pokemon that go up to that. Golb. It's funny. Oh, it gets knockoff. That's cool. Yeah, that's true. Well, he's based on a goblin, before they made another goblin Pokemon. So he's like, he is kind of like a fantasy monster that is a Pokemon. So I guess we can do a poll. Okay. Thank you, Boiler. That helps. Engage. Start a poll. Okay. Oh, did I break chat? No, we're doing it. Okay. I still can't believe I was in the wrong chat somehow. That is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, there we go. I don't know why it just closed out. That was weird. Okay. We probably only have about 4 viewers in the stream, so that might be about everyone. So I think that's a definitive win for Spinda. So we're doing Spinda, folks. Okay, let's see the conversions that I have for Pokemon, the tiers. We're going to say that I think I had it listed in the PowerPoint. Let's assume that Spinda has... what kind of... Let's assume that Spinda either has 1.3 times multiplier or 1.5 times multiplier. Those are both pretty easy to do, actually. It's either 80 or 90. Let's look at the stats. Okay, let's do it, have it so it all has 90 in all of its stats, essentially. So it'll have 1 in all its abilities. With the exception of its presence, in which case it's actually going to be quite bad. Okay. Wow. What an amazing character. What an amazing Pokemon. Amazing. I honestly might boost it even higher, because, like... no, if I boost it any higher, it's going to get past that 100-point threshold. Then it's going to have 2 and everything, which is pretty... actually kind of cracked. So, I guess we can cheat and just give it a couple of other points in other random places. Kind of defeats the spirit a little bit, but, like... For people who know Greyplains ability scores, this is going to be redundant for you. But for everybody else, power is like your physical strength. What level? It's based at total is pretty bad. Go back to Spinda. I don't know. It's whatever 6 times 60 is, which is 360. And then that converts to... level 4. No, what's level Spinda be? Spinda's gonna be level 4. Sorry, let me do that now. Okay, so this will be a pretty quick stream, actually, because Spinda's a very, straightforward character. Anyway, power is, like, how physically capable your character is. Agility is how, the capacity for them to manipulate themselves. Coordination is their ability to manipulate other objects. Awareness is their, like, it's equivalent to wisdom in Dungeons and Dragons. It's, like, sense of, your surroundings and sense of self. Intellect is, like, actual knowledge and information. Presence is equivalent to charisma. And luck is luck. It's just how kind of fortunate you are, you know? The way these convert over, its defense goes into the power, its speed goes to agility, its attack goes to coordination, its special defense goes to its awareness, its special attack goes to its intellect, and its HP goes to luck, and then its presence is determined by its tier. So that's how we're all figuring that out, configuring for this. So, abilities, done. Level, done. Talk about what all it does within the tier of that being NU. Oh boy. So, from what I can see, yeah, no, I mentioned that to Morel, actually, the idea of converting cards to Greyplains characters. That is, like, on the table of options. It's one of the, like, the 3 or 4 things that I'm willing to make characters for on stream is cards. It's very funny. That's, like, going to be entirely vibes-based. I'm going to use no actual statistics for, doing that, because, like, yeah, like, it's got horsepower. Like, that's fine. We can look it up, but, like, you know, it's vibes-based making a character, as opposed to, like, actually caring about the funny numbers that makes up a car. You know, we're not going to be, like, dealing with its wheel-based dimensions for its power or something. Nothing that sophisticated. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Really? Yeah, at some point, I do plan on releasing a box set. With Simplanes, it would be closer to, like, the white box. I actually recently bought, a white box book. It's around there. Hold up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Messed that up. Okay. We're good. I should have thought that through more. Did I put it in my backpack? Okay, you're pointing. That's not helping. I'm not a dog. I'm not good at. Yeah, I bought this at a bookstore the other day, so I plan on cracking that open. Oh, right. I forgot to update the track name. Let me go to Descent Music. Okay, my bad. Yeah, so at some point I plan on releasing a immediate, like, tournament game for Greyplains, and also having a version of it that's for Simplanes, and also having a version for it for the system that we're working on in the oven, which is Greyplains OS, which will be much more of a allusion to the white box, because it's just literally a Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 3rd edition, like, structurally. Like, it's like what Pathfinder did for 3.5, except it's for AD&D 2nd. So You're welcome. Uh, anyway, back to this. It has 2 sets. Spin stats. Oh boy, Spinda's. Oh shoot, I'm not showing the page. I'm showing the character sheet. Spinda's real bad. 16 everything. So in the video, I talk about how in order to have a good stat, you need at least 100 for it to be good. For it to be an okay stat, you need at least 70. Spinda has 60 and everything, which is just miserable for a fully evolved Pokemon. But it's got some stuff. The most important thing that I think that it has is Baton Pass, which, by the way, this set is illegal currently, because you can't have 2 ways to boost stats and also Baton Pass in Gen 3, so this is outdated. But, you know, what do I know? This is funny. Trick Band. That's funny. Interesting. One of the other problems with Spinda is that it has own tempo, which in a normal playthrough is pretty helpful because Pokemon love, the AI in Pokemon loves confusing you. Confusion isn't too much of a thing in competitive. Most of the time, they're just going to hit you or they're going to set up and then kill you. Like, there's not too many times that you're wanting to confuse the Pokemon. You're almost better off paralyzing them because paralysis has similar amount of full paralysis chance as fully confused, with the exception that paralysis also reduces the opponent's speed to a 1/4. It's just better. Like, there's just kind of no reason to run confusion. And so because of that, it just kind of has a non-ability. But having a non-ability doesn't make you a bad Pokemon fundamentally. Skarmory is the second best Pokemon in Gen 3 OU, and its ability is Keen Eye, which is similarly pointless because nobody does accuracy reduction because it's not allowed. Because we have mercy on ourselves. We don't want to deal with accuracy reducing moves. Anyway, yeah. So the major thing that this does is Calm Mind and Baton Passes. And it can do that in essentially any tier. But this is a support Pokemon. Anytime I see Baton Pass, I'm thinking Bard. Bards fundamentally are about boosting the stats of their teammates through various songs, and in some degree also like minimizing the effect of the enemies to attack you. And so it does both of these things. Hypnosis and Baton Pass both kind of neatly fit into the Bard's role in the game. So I think we can pretty neatly put levels into that. I think we're going to maybe be like 3-1 or 2-2 for their class and archetype. By the way, guys, the book is officially released today, so if you want to follow along, please purchase a copy of the Greyplains Core Guidebook. The price for the PDF is... There's no extra charge if you get the printed copy to be shipped to you and the PDF. So if you get the hardcover, you get both the PDF and the actual copy, and it'll be mailed to you, and it'll arrive at some point. I think it'll be quicker for it to get to you than it is to get to me when I order the proofs, because they don't have to, like, set the things for it. It just goes. I don't know. I don't know how long this will take. But the PDF you can download immediately. So you have some idea of what we're talking about. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm thinking Bard. Let me go back to... character sheet. And I don't think we're going to have room for a flavor. Species. I don't know. Just the character sheet. Y'all can see the character sheet, right? Okay, yeah. Okay. Let me open up the PDF actually now. Oh, we're way past. Okay, hold on. agility, luck. The problem with making it a bard is that its presence is terrible. I didn't even think about that. Man, Spinda sucks. Crap. Let me read some of the bard abilities to see if how much it actually relies on the presence ability score. Because maybe we'll get lucky and I happen to have not written it so it mattered that much. We'll find out. You think I'd know because I wrote this? I don't remember everything. That's why I write it down. Hamper. To their archetype. Okay. Which honestly works out. Spinda can be a really bad bard because, like, Spinda's a terrible baton passer. Like, it does do that. Like, that is its job. It just sucks at it. So, maybe it being a bad bard is fitting. Sorry for the Spinda crowd that I'm just hating on Spinda. It's like, fine, I'll do it. Grumble, grumble, grumble. I'm doing my best to stay positive about Spinda. But, man, this is rough. Mate, we'll do the best we can. It's this arcane caster. Its intellect is not going to be bad, so it will be able to do arcane spells. That's cool. I think that's more valuable than tricks. Because you can use the arcane spells to actually support your party more. In ways that are beyond just... Anyway. Party performance. Archetype level. Amazing. Spinda's gonna have a really terrible performance skill, but it'll be an okay bard, because it turns out nothing here fundamentally requires. Gains bonus slots to the present ability skill. See? It's just getting better at it. It's just getting better. It's just progress. Nothing here relies on the presence ability. That's amazing. Wow. Spinda, you got a lucky break. You can, in fact, be a playable bard. So, that's nice. I want to get it some wizard spells. So, we're going to do this. We're going to take it to 2-2, I think. Is everyone following along, more or less? We kind of rushed through a lot of things at once. So, I don't want people to be too confused. If you have any questions, now's a good time before I start getting into more specific stuff about what's about to happen. I'll wait a little bit, drink some water. Okay. No questions, I guess. That's fine. Let me check this real quick. Okay, whatever. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Wernala. We're good. Have you bought the book yet? Pressure, peer pressure. It's on. The pressure's on. Actually, I need to check the, Yeah, it's an expert. It's an expert bard. Expert is the class, bard is the archetype. So it's got 2 levels in expert, 2 levels in bard. Greyplains OS will be a D20 system. Yes, although Is it? Is AD&D really a D20 system? uh, I have a... What is it? Like 80? How many slides is it? Let me find this real quick. Let's see how many slides this is. That's right. It's 84 slides for making a character in Advanced Dungeons & Dragons in 2nd edition. And for all the different elements of the game, the only times you actually roll D20, which is relatively often, is making attacks and making saves. Most of the time. And ability checks, which are not the same kind of thing that you would normally do. And a lot of things that we now consider to be ability checks are actually percentile rolls. So, like, only certain things are ability checks. Calling Advanced Dungeons & Dragons a D20 game is a bit of a lie. AD&D, other editions of Dungeons & Dragons became D20 games out of the base structure of AD&D, which is itself not actually a D20 game. If that makes sense, Sasquatch. Anyway, moving on. Close that. Bardic. Okay. Go up. And you're fine, Ordinala. I'm just messing around. I think the only person who's actually bought the book physically so far is my dad. But that's fine. It's all a matter of time. It's a matter of time. 2nd level, we get health, we get fatigue and sanity. So, do that. Class. Okay. It's fine for that. Cool roll we can do now. Proficiency is 4. Flat bonus is 3. Uses is 1. It's a proficiency of 4 plus 3, which is... I printed out a character sheet last time, and I still have it up here. So I can easily look at it, so I don't have to keep scrolling around. 1d8 plus 4. That'll be fine for now. Okay, what species should we make Spinda? In terms of the best species, quote-unquote, for a bard, the options typically are elf and human. Rabbit, yeah. Thanks, Meryl. The best options are typically elf and human. However, because we don't care about our presence at all, we could actually do anything else. We could just be the worst bard anyone's ever heard of, but they have heard of this bard being Spinda. Let me put the name on it. Spinda could be a gnome. Spinda could be a gnome. That might be a terrible idea. Let me see. Do gnomes have a flat -1 to their... Yeah, they do. Yeah. Yeah, they do have negative presence to all non-gnomes. That is true, which is very funny. That'd be a... Gnomes are a terrible bard. My concern is that it would make it even less bulky, which honestly, Spinda sucks. Spinda has no bulk at all. Your opponent has to be, like, asleep at the wheel to get a baton pass boost through. So, like, yeah, we can do... we can do Gnome. Oh, man. Oh, this is so bad. Although, we do have Illusionist as an option. So, Spinda will be a bad Bard, but a usable Illusionist. It's not good at its role, but it can do things, which makes sense. Because it gets Trick. It gets Trick. That's like illusions. Oh my god. Yeah. The worst. Sounds like it. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you just kind of vibe it out. Like, you know, you can do... I'm not your dad. You know? Typically, the way it works is that you pick it with the species. Obviously, you give it a name. You give it a boons. You give it boons. And you give it a bane. So it can have usually up to 2 boons. And it'll have 2 banes. Roughly in that area. You can have as many or as few as you want. Sometimes, if it's a really potent ability, or a really potent... It'll have a really potent boon. It'll have a boon +1. Other times, if it's really bad, it'll have a bane -1. You kind of just got to balance that out. Balance it based on the vibe that you want to do, you know. And then you give it some special features. Most species have 2 special features. Humans are a little bit different because they kind of have... They do have 2, but not really. Because one of their special features... Oh, okay, right. I mean... Sorry, I'm getting multiple messages at me now. The question, I've been instructed to read the questions out loud, is will there be a guide for creating your own species in Greyplains or Simplanes? Probably in a newsletter I'll talk about it, but you can extrapolate pretty straightforwardly how to do it. You know, it's like, it's not hard. I wouldn't give a species more than 2 special features, and if there's more than 2 options, you pick 2 from a list. So, like, in the case of the gnome here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options. And it also has a disability. So, that's the other thing that humans get. Humans don't only get 1 special ability, which is +2 level 0 slots, but their special ability is not having a disability. Unlike all the other species. So, that's my guide. That's my quick and dirty guide of how to make a species. Give it some boons, give it some banes, give it some special features, and give it a disability. And then give it a height. You don't have to do dimorphism. It's relevant to me. I think it's important. I think it's interesting, but that's like kind of more specifically with Greyplains world building that it matters. And like anthropologically speaking, dimorphism is pretty important, but you don't have to do that. You know, you don't be like, what is this, Jacob? Why is this in the game? I defend it, but you don't have to do it. Anyway, does that make sense? Give it a little bit of response to that. Yeah, let's do gnome. Let's be bad. Let's just commit to this meme. Jesus Christ. Okay, so it has 0 luck now. Amazing. So bad. Okay. Agility. I guess we could theoretically dodge. Oh man, it's gonna have no defense. Oh no. Oh no. I think it gets a boon +1 to its intellect though, so we are jamming. We have a score above 1, folks. We have a score above 1. Amazing. We've done it. It does get additional level 0 slot, which will be helpful because its presence is that bad. It is just like not in the game. So it does get some benefit for being really bad. But anyway, we can spend. What special abilities do we want for this? Advantage on saves against Tremor Sense. Now focused. +1 to all craft. No. Fatigue is bonus action. Spellcasting proficiency and illusionist. We're doing high magic and illusionist. Okay, yeah, I'm on the right screen. Okay. Cool. Easy. Yeah, no. Okay. Presents! Actions to non-gnomes. It's all capital because of the formatting. Okay, maybe I'll move that down a little bit. There we go. That looks better. Okay. Okay, got that done. Let me go back up here because I have 2 intellect to improve my sanity. Okay. Go back to its skill progression. It should... You'd think I'd memorize all these tables. Nope. Okay, let's get out the notepad. Yeah, looks fine. Okay. It gets 5 plus 2 plus 1, so it's getting 8 level 0 slots. Level 1. No, let's do this. It's combat. Let's spell that right? Yeah. Okay. 0, 2. What does it get? 4? It gets 5. Wow. Action. Six, 2, 4. Okay. We'll deal with the bard stuff. This'll be a fast character, folks. We're gonna be done here in a jiffy. We could practically do another character if we wanted to. Okay, going to back to the book. How does that table look, everyone? Does that look fine? It looks pretty okay on my end. I don't know about the fidelity on your end. I think I upgraded the stream to try to be 1080p. I don't know if that's really holding up true or not. Hopefully the table looks fine. I have this thing that you can't see that's like slightly getting in the way on my screen, but it's fine. It's not that bad. Okay, so we're going to start with its action skills. So it is very much a support Pokemon. Oh, I need the music. Okay. Okay, so based on its roll, it is definitely like supportive. This is going to be a bard that doesn't have any presence skill. I guess we're going primarily into its intellect for its skills for support. Let me just goof up the table over here. So the intellect skills are here. Any idea on what skills we want to give Spinda? For reference, at levels, I'm going to start with level 1 skills, so we'll have 6 slots to invest. Anyway, any ideas, chat? Drink some water. Four, two, back. First aid. That's a good useful skill. Yeah. Okay, first aid. And I'm writing on Notepad right now. You guys can't see both of them at the same time very well. I'll just do this. First aid, so I'm going to put both of our... I'm going to try to do 0, 1, 2. I'll reduce this to 7. First aid has sub-skills, so we can't put them all into that. That's fine. It'd be like 0, 1. Probably do treat injury. Okay, and that'll be its 2. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Okay. 3. Okay. Really should actually be. Devices was actually pretty useful. For kind of what we're doing. It could also, I'm thinking sleight of hand. So, those are my other things that I'm thinking. So, let's do... Actually, I might do, instead of this... So I put the level 2 into intellect. So for level 2, we won't be able to put anything else into intellect, but that's fine. Devices 0, 1. Probably do agility here. So I can get that, what is that? Initiative. Okay. Oh no, this is coordination. What am I thinking? First of all, that's devices and intellect. I'm thinking sleight of hand. Sleight of Hand's gonna help for its illusions. Since we're building an illusionist more so than we're building a bard. Works out. In theory, when Spinda gets some levels on them, they'll be able to level into the Arcanist flavor, and that's probably where I would take Spinda, but we're not going to be doing that here. So if you, for some reason, want to play Spinda in your campaign, I will post a link to the completed Spinda character sheet, and you can level them up and get some more illusion utility with the quote-unquote bard support. Sleight of Hand. 0, 1. 2, 3. Sorry, it's 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Level 2. I've got 2 down. Level 0. 1, 2, 3. So I've got 5 left on that. Any other skills, non-weapon skills that we definitely want to have? Our awareness is okay. So we could invest stuff into awareness, I guess. Our agility's also okay. Agility might not be bad for kind of more light build utility. I don't know. Either way, I could see either. Don't want to invest into any of their specific skills, though. So, for this, agility. Okay, that's all of our level 2 slots. 2 more. We have 1 more level 0. Well, level 1 slot. And I want to reserve the rest of these 5 probably for... Okay, yeah. Insight is like... Oh, let me look at it exactly. Insight is more judgment. Perception is like literally seeing. Insight is important because it allows characters access to will saves. That would be persuasion. In which Spinda's not going to be too good at, actually. Spinda has a -2 presence, so, and it has a negative interaction to all non-gnomes. So, maybe Spinda is like a really good mixer because of sleight of hand, but they're not a good bartender because nobody likes them. Like, a juice bartender. But yeah, I think actually in terms of making the drinks, I think sleight of hand potentially and craft. We could give them craft. We could give craft. Let's do craft. Let's do craft. Which works out because intellect is for 2. Yeah, let's do... Let's do 0 and 1. Okay. Oh, camera. I hit the cord. Okay. Ultimately, craft is just like making anything. You know, there's not a skill specific for like brewing outside of that. Brewing is like a sub-skill of craft. If you look at the description for craft, it says that like it has infinite sub-skills. That's a good point. Okay, so Morel says, I mean, if the juice is really good, I don't care if looking at Spinda makes me dizzy. That's a good point for why Spinda's presence is so bad. Nobody can stand to look at Spinda because it just always makes you nauseous. Like, literally. It's just, like, hard to look at. But, hey, they make... Well, I'm glad that we've stumbled into a perfect recreation of Spinda on accident. See, the system is flawless. The system is flawless. Believe in the system, everyone. Just believe. But yeah, so I'm glad that this worked out. Okay. Done with action skills. We can put those in later. Let's do combat skills. So I've got 4 more level 0 slots. Let's scroll up to combat skills here. I can zoom in a little bit more now. Zooming in on Notepad, that's not going to help. Another point, if spin to make non-alcohol beverage and looking at them will recreate the feeling of getting drunk. Yeah, well, people like the feeling of getting drunk, though, usually, so. That's funny. The idea that just looking at Spinda makes you feel inebriated, and therefore Spinda can sell functionally alcoholic beverages just by its presence without actually selling alcohol. That's funny. That's funny. Just skirting the law. It's not. Yeah, they're not daiquiris, sir. They're frozen mixed drinks. They're frozen juices. Obviously, sir. Okay. It'd be a disservice not to have it invest into initiative, in my opinion. Well, why is it's Spinda's not going first. Spinda's not fast. We're not doing initiative. We're gonna bulk it out as much as possible. So we'll just do health, fatigue, sanity. And then arcane. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Anyone else have a different opinion for combat skills? Because doesn't need it definitely needs sanity to cast spells. I reject that. Tangential question: which Pokemon would be the lawmakers? Democratic or some other system? That is a question for the rest of chat. I am not here to delegate the world building of Pokemon. My neurodivergence is focused solely on making them hit each other. So. I'm sorry, Josiah. Or Boiler Dove. Oops. Doxed. Shit. Fuck. Anyway. What do we got? Yeah, sanity is a mana pool. Replaced by humans. Don't bring up Detective Pikachu. No. No. Oh, God. Detective Pikachu is maybe the worst game I've ever seen played. I'm not playing it because I'm not giving Pokemon my money. God, Tim is such an idiot, dude. Tim is just amazingly dumb. Oh, God, that game is so bad. But yeah, there's also, like... yeah, there's, like, a weird, like, pseudo-race war conflict in Detective Pikachu that's just, like, in the background and never fully examined. Like, it's not a smart enough game to really deal with the content that it's interacting with, but it's interacting with some kind of yiffy content. There is some yikes moments in Detective Pikachu, like, unironically. That would be cool. That's probably when I eventually learn how to draw 13, 15 years from now, and I release Pokemon Red Sun. The gym leaders are just going to be feudal lords that have reigned over the land with their mighty Pokemon. In Blue Sweat, the gym leaders also would probably make the laws, but it's because it's all gym based. So like every this is a whole lot of backstory to explain. I have 2 different divergent Pokemon comics for Gen 1. One of them is a very serious like anime like samurai story of like Red battling feudal lords and becoming the shogun of Kanto. The other one is just like going to the gym, like, just like, there's no Pokemon in either of these, right? But like, for Blue Sweat, it's not even like an intense. It's just like it's a sports anime, like, but it would be a comic. It's just really dumb. It's just like literally a gym, and he has to like beat all the gym challenges, and it becomes like the most fit person in Kanto or something. I don't know. It's just really dumb. It's very silly. Anyway, so yeah, I think we're thinking similarly on who makes the laws in Pokemon. Anyway, back to whatever the heck I was doing. Okay, so we got Health, Fatigue, Sanity, Arcane, and I need one other slot, one other skill for 9. Nice. It's just does does Spinda have a weapon? Spinda could have a weapon, right? Spinda might have a weapon. I'm terrible at using it, but it has a weapon, right? God, this character's so bad. Additionally, it has 1 power, and so it, with the proficiency in, no, but it wouldn't be able to cast arcane spells and armor anyway, so it doesn't matter. Shield, yeah, shield would probably be the best thing it could do for its defense. Let's give it shield so it can use a heavier shield. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Because you can use a shield and still cast spells in Greyplains, I believe. I don't think I wrote anything against it. Bottle. Yeah. That would be small blunt melee. Spinda doesn't seem... in theory, we could, like, do an absolute meme if we wanted to make Spinda just like a brawler. But... there are shield fighting styles, but they still require you to invest into melee medium or melee medium to access it. It's just a fighting style that uses shields. There's 2 of them. There's one that specifically uses the shield only, but it's actually not going to work for what Spinda's doing, because it lets you use additional maneuvers for free. And since Spinda's not going to get any fighter maneuvers, it's not really going to help. The other one could help. Forget what it does offhand. Melee styles, 2-weapon fighting, shield style, weapon and shield. Here it is. Increases their vitality by 2 for every slot placed in the style, so that's not bad. Eventually, if I were Spinda, I would invest into melee and then size medium, so I could access this. I only need 1 slot though, because I only have 1 power. Man, this character sucks. It's just nothing we can do. But putting 1 slot in shield is good because it lets it use medium shields, and that's something. The other thing we can do is invest into dodge. It actually might be better to invest into dodge over, like, something. I don't know. We want shield. We want shield. It's either health or fatigue, really, that we want to replace with dodge, because that would give it... I'm thinking health. Oh, no. It needs health. No. I'm thinking fatigue. Yeah, dodge goes on the character sheet. It's helps your defense. It improves your defense up to your agility. So that would mean that it gets base 2 defense plus the proficiency from shield. From medium shield is acceptable defense. It's just like Spinda has. Acceptable defensive stats. Like, it's not. They're terrible. But, like, I've seen worse. It could be Shedinja. It could be Ninjask. You know, it could be Pikachu, I guess, which does have worse defensive stats. This Pokemon sucks. So we'll do Dodge. Alternatively, we can take out one of these other level 0 skills that are here and put them somewhere else. So like sleight of hand. I like all these allocations though, so I don't want to. So whatever. I have the right number. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think we've got everything. Exception is being... Okay. Let's go over and look at shields here, because they're pretty close. Oh! Oh, shield only requires 1 power. Oops. Well. Huh. In theory, we can get 2 proficiency in shield, actually, and that's better than dodge. And we can use large shields. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Remove the fatigue. We don't need fatigue. There we go. Yeah, that's a defensive character. Nice. We've made progress. I'm glad I looked at the rules of my own game. Okay. Going back to the character sheet. Guidebook. Notepad. Oh, it's already up. Okay, cool. Let me... Oh, it's going to be slightly annoying. Okay. Actually, I think it has a thing to... I already forgot what the Banes and Boons of Gnomes are. Let me go up here. 1 second. This will not take long. Awareness and intellect +1, power, luck -1. Okay. There we go. Okay, so it does have a boon to power. That's not a great start. Agility, we're using... Fatigue, we're using agility, so it's fine. Sanity, we have a boon. Yeah. Yeah. And slots, we've got 1 here, 1 here. 4 + 1. 2 + -1. 1 + 0. Oh, yeah. Amazing. Those are some stats, boys. Those sure are attributes. Let's check the coordination. Definitely provides 1. So it has 5 total vitality. Okay. Agility 1. Armor none. Dodge 1. Parry none. Shield 3. We can also give it a light helmet. That'll help a little bit. Has all the requirements to wear it, so might as well. Let me check what that does again. I believe it's just a flat +2. It's a flat +1. That's right. It requires limits awareness to 2. That's fine. That's fine. Who cares? Five +1. I've seen worse defenses. I've seen worse. Okay. Okay. One D8 plus 3. No, well, that was a large shield, so it does actually have some cover inherently. Oh, nope, not yet. No cover yet. Well, I have to put one slot into a defensive. That's fine. That's something to look forward to if you want to play Spin Dub. Investing more into the defensive shield style to get access to cover. Move that a little bit that way. No, that's not helping. That way. Okay. Actually, instead of Arcane, let's probably just have this be Illusion, because that's all we really want. We want to be able to access level 2 Illusion spells. So our overall spellcasting is going to be worse, but that's fine. As an expert, it's not going to be that bad. Because we're only ever going to get to level 3 anyway for spellcasting, inherently. And then we'll add those 2 later, because we have enough combat skill slots in the future to even out and make their arcane casting overall a little bit better. So from scroll casting mostly. Type Bard / Arcane. Sanity is 4 + 1. Did I have 2 slots? I have 2 slots. Oops. I did this wrong. Five plus 1. That's better. That's not the worst sanity I've seen. Okay, let me... I always forget the proficiency for spell casting. So let's get the book out. We can look at it together. Ability plus loss plus bonus plus archetype / scroll plus pound miss. It's int plus 2. So it's 4 plus 2, so it's 6. And I don't have any miscellaneous. So it's 6 plus 0 proficiency. Okay. Six plus 0 is 1d10 plus 2. Oh, next song. I was prepared that time. Okay. Insanity is one of those terms that is gonna haunt me for the rest of my game designing life. It's just like a pool, you know. It's just a pool. It does have implications if you run out of sanity, but you know, it's yeah. It's one of a couple of things. It's like sanity and flavor are forever going to haunt me with being like, yeah, different things for that. Yeah. Boop. Boop. Okay. Don't have any scrolls yet, fundamentally. Okay, that's fine. Don't have any attacks, so I don't have any criticals. Easy! Combat skills will fill these in from the notepad. Yeah, that's the right number. Okay. We have stuff in coordination skill, so we have 2 in that. We don't have any. We do have things in agility. Look at that. Awareness 1, agility 1. I have a boon to this as well. So our initiative is not as bad as it could be. Oh, right. I need a... 2 plus 5 is a weird proficiency. That's 1d6 plus 5. 1d6 plus 5. Okay. Yep, that's pretty good. Max of 11. Just a raw proficiency number. That's like in the range of a 6 proficiency, you know, equivalent. So that's not bad. That's... You can have worse initiative, Spindum. You can have worse initiative. It's definitely achievable. Okay. Endurance. Tumbling. I do have things for tumbling. So it's 3 plus 0. Awareness, I have things for that. So it's 3 plus 0. Endurance is 1 plus -1. That comes up. Let's actually move all these slightly to the right. There we go. Type, ability, AGI, previous, dash, slots, 2, flat, Bane Boon, miscellaneous, 3 plus 0. It should be 1d6 plus 1. Don't any sub skills for that. Nation, ability, COO. No, wrong button. That's 1. To just be 1d6 G0. I thought I fixed that. I'm not gonna do that right now. I'll just do this. Bing, boom. Nope. Miscellaneous. Nope. Proficiency is 4 plus 1. Which should be 1d8 plus 3? No, 1d8 plus 2. Oh, no, it is plus 3 because this is supposed to be plus 2. Okay, then we have awareness, I believe, comes first. Yeah. Proficiency being it's 3 plus 1, just 1d6 plus 2. Okay. Proficiency is 3 plus 1. Yeah, that's right. Oh, right. It doesn't work like that. Okay. Previous 1, 1, 1. Slots 2, 2, 2. Flat 2. Plus 2. Boom. Plus 1. Miscellaneous, none. Five plus 3. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. We've got a proficiency at 5. Wow. What a great character. 1D. It's probably 8. Yeah. Okay. That's it for that. Got everything here. Walk. We'll do that at the end because it's very... We don't have anything modifying it, so it's just whatever the gnome speed is, which I think is 10. I think it's 10. It might be 15. Okay, we'll go into... open up the guidebook again. Go back a bit. I guess we're going forward from where we were. Pounding conditions. Oh, yeah, we're good. Rogue, assassin, bard. Okay. Bardic Performance. Okay, let's look at the summary for this. The Bark Spin Fatigue. Give a Bardic Performance spending 2. Oh, it needs fatigue. It doesn't even have enough. Does Spinda have enough fatigue to use Bardic Performance at all? Yes, barely. You know, it doesn't need health, right? It doesn't need health. That's fine. Let's give it 2 more fatigue. It's fine. 1 plus -1 health. That's just. It has a big shield. It doesn't need health. It's just not gonna get hit. It's just not gonna get hit, buddy. Yeah, it needs that fatigue. I didn't even notice that. Let me go back here, fix that. I guess we'll fix the notepad as well. Zero 1. Okay. Illusion, dodge, sanity. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Bardic Performance. 2 fatigue to begin. Nah, wrong one. Equal to their Bard level. And that's not bad. In addition, create to the Bard must spend fatigue every turn to maintain Bard. Return they choose. I don't need that right now. Okay. It depends on their defenses. So, having 60-60 bulk is pretty miserable. We can pull out some calcs if you want for the fun of it at the end of the stream, because we're actually almost done. I have to pick out like a couple of spells that I can learn. We're actually quite close to being done. Generally speaking, Spinda has one thing going for it, and that is that it's a normal type, which means that it's only hit super effectively by fighting Pokemon. And it's immune to ghost types. That's cool. 60-60-60 bulk is awful. For example, we'll pull up Showdown. I want to show this a little bit. Let me get everything up and ready to go. Close that folder. Smogon. Okay, a good example of a Pokemon that you consider to not be bulky is Gengar. Gengar also has 60-60 bulk, right? The difference between... I'm getting called by my brother. He doesn't know I'm streaming. I'll answer that. I'll call him back later. Anyway. I guess doxed my brother. Oops. Gengar has 60 HP and 60 defense. Gengar can be EV invested to be surprisingly bulky. The thing about Gengar is that Gengar's type, in conjunction with Levitate, means that it actually resists a lot of attacks, and doesn't take a lot of hits super effectively on the Pokemon's better stat, without also being a threat to it. But the reason why Gengar functions as a surprisingly good defensive Pokemon, despite having relatively pitiful bulk, is that Gengar will probably outspeed you and hit you with Thunderbolt or Ice Punch or something, right? Or Will-O-Wisp you, right? These are all things that... Will-O-Wisp is a huge part of why it's so bulky as well. Gengar will outspeed you Will-O-Wisp you, and now its HP is no longer 60 for the purposes of dealing with physical attacks. It's 120, right? Or another way to think about it is its defense isn't 60 for interpreting physical attacks. It's 120. And 120, 60, 120 is serviceable bulk, right? And that's why Gengar can get away with 60-60 HP defense while other Pokemon can't. Spinda will not be getting one-hit KO'd by everything in normal Pokemon, especially for the tier that it's in. However, it will get two-hit KO'd by everything, and it's slower than everything it's trying to do, so it can't even apply good offensive pressure. So it will get two-hit KO'd by most things. It will get one-hit KO'd by a lot of things. Like, any fighting move is just going to obliterate Spinda. Basically, nothing in the game will only be able to three-hit KO it. I can't imagine a move from a Pokemon that is actually making an attack intentionally that 3-hit KO Spinda. And it doesn't have the utility to improve its defenses functionally like Gengar does. Being, in the case of Gengar, primarily Will-O-Wisp. Does it get Thunder Wave? I don't think it does. It also gets Hypnosis, which I think Spinda does as well. Yeah, Spinda does get Hypnosis. Gotta click that again. Yeah, there it is. So, it goes second and then puts you to sleep, which is much worse than going first and putting you to sleep. Yeah, so, the threshold for having good defenses, I think, is at least... It's like 70-70. It's like the average, right? If you have 70 in a defensive stat and you have 70 HP, you're probably going to be fine. You're not going to get one-hit KO'd by too much random garbage. Like, Choice Band, super effective moves will get you, but not much else. With 60-60, that's real suspicious. Choice Banded random moves and super effective moves are likely to kill you on a Pokemon's higher stat, if they have like anything like close to 100. And the framework for that is that Gengar has 60-75 HP special defense. Tyranitar has 95 special attack. Tyranitar has a good chance to one-hit KO with Pursuit, which does 80 base damage. So if yeah, I think this, yeah, it's bad. It's bad, but that's fine. It'll be fine. Spinda's HP in this case will be fine. Spinda, the character. It'll be just great. Let's put Smogon away. Which subskill of performance should Spinda get a bonus slot to? Let's put the guidebook back up. So, it's either performance, instrument, singing, I guess dancing. I feel like that's pretty obvious. Dancing. Yeah. So, congratulations, Spinda. You get an extra bonus proficiency in dancing. It's 0 plus -1. Oh, that's atrocious. Oh, that's really funny. It's 1d1 -1. Amazing. This is the first time I think I've actually written this. Presentation is like public speaking. Yeah, it's like giving lectures, things like that. Comedy could be argued as presentation, stuff like that. But Spinda be dancing. Spinda be dancing. Let me pull up the character sheet so we can see this Absolute Lamau Fiesta. Look at this. Look at this. 1d1 minus 1. It's just 0. Spinda cannot dance. Which I suppose this is true. If you look at it in the game, in the 3D model, it's kind of going like, is that really dancing? I guess technically it's dancing. It's more just spinning. Man, I'm already nauseous. I'm so old. Jesus Christ. Go back to the book. Guaranteed 0, yeah. I fucked up. There it is. There it is, folks. Number of spells equal to their presence. Oops. Well, it was gonna bite me eventually. Maybe... Did I say Bardic Casting? Did I say Bardic Casting? Is that what we're doing? We're not doing that. We're doing, Shit. Bar gains 2 slots in combat skills, learns 1 warrior maneuver. We can do this. Art of War, we could put it in some... learn some combat skills. Get it to use the shield style. Learn some maneuver. That's synergy. Or 3 tricks. We're going with Art of War. That's funny. Completely change what we're doing. It'll get illusion spells later. When it gets the flavor for it. Might have to take out illusion actually. Oops. Man, I'm an idiot. I read everything except that. I should have semi-bolded presence there. Damn. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Who wrote this game? Who edited this game? I edited this game. I wrote this game. Okay. Let's take out these 2 from illusion. Put them in armor. Actually, put in melee, medium. Well, let's get to the free, yeah, melee medium, because we're gonna be hitting with the shield. Yeah, because we get the 1, 2 from that. So that's, and I can have the 3rd. So bad. So bad. So that's one of the slots. The other slot we can do for a shield. And we could put in... this would be 0, 1, B1. Away. Shield. Okay. Just completely changing up our rule here. That's fine. Whatever. So now we have cover. So that's cool. Let's go back to the character sheet here. Ability 1, ability 1. Base 0. Sub 2. 3 plus 1. That's 1d6 plus 2. Damage is actually pretty good. I think it's 2. Range. Type B. Threshold 4. Probably. I don't know. And we get a warrior maneuver. I could stream Dark Souls. I'd have to buy Dark Souls 1 for the computer. Warrior? Question mark? Yeah, I'd be willing to stream Dark Souls. I like Dark Souls. Shit, what am I doing? PDF. I've actually only bought Dark Souls once. Surprisingly. Unlike Resident Evil 4, which I own on nearly every single platform. I own it. The only one I don't have it on is GameCube. Legitimately. I can emulate it, obviously, but that doesn't count. So that is a theoretical random gift if anybody wants to... It's like, what do I get, Jacob? Resident Evil 4 for the GameCube. Will I play it? Yes. Do I... What's funny is that I play... you can play Resident Evil 4 on the Wii with a GameCube controller. So... there's no reason for me to play Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube on my Wii. Except for the fact that then I've beaten it on the GameCube as well. So I have it on PS2, I have it on Wii, I have it on PS4. I don't have it on PS3. I don't know if it's available for PS3. It probably is. Obviously I don't have the remake. I don't think the remake... it's not appealing to me. That's okay. It's okay. Not every game is made for me. I'm a Grocknard. It's fine. I need to get it on PC as well, and then I'll be complete. So those are the two I need, PC and GameCube. Those are all versions of Resident Evil 4 that I am aware of. Unless there's one for the 360. I don't know. I have to look it up. I'll look it up. I think they released that for everything, but I don't think it actually is on the Xbox. And I'll be proven wrong. Oh, music's done. I'm gonna do this. There we go. Projectile parry is useless. Tag. Tag! That's like baton pass. You see, guys, it was like it was always meant to be. It was all coming back to this. It's tag. Grant an ally a bonus minor action. That's kind of like a baton pass boost, right? That's kind of like that. It's like Spinda. It only it took us the entire day to get there. It was all coming to that. It's inevitable. Tag. Okay. Fatigue sanity. That's it for that. It does have to spend both fatigue and sanity, but with our proficiency in shield style, it can do it a couple of times, at least once, without spending the cost. So that's the strategy. It gets one tag. It could probably now, Spinda can probably block a single attack with its armor. It can tag once and then die. Just like Spinda in Pokemon. It's perfect. All of that for a +1/+1 special attack, special defense. Amazing. Oh man, this character's so bad. Fighting styles. Let's go back to the book. Shield style is no maximum! It could be 3! We get 3 tags! Yo! Popping off. Man, we really did it, guys. What a great game. What a great game Greyplains is. We just made a legitimate niche for this idiot. Additional minor action's not bad. And doing that at least 3 times for long rest, that's pretty good. Damn. Wow. That's actually a cool character. We just made a cool character, everyone. Out of nowhere. So I guess the moral of today's making a character. If your character has shit stats, shield style. You can get stuff done. Wow. That's incredible. I cannot believe we pulled that back out of the depths of hell. Okay, let's give it some armor. Actually, we got 1 dodge. Invest it to that. Well, it's a trade-off for that, so, like... Let's, for now, not give it armor. Because it'd be the same. Eventually, Spinda will be able to invest into armor. But it's not that bad right now. And cover is partial, because we invested into that. Praise be grades played, indeed. I cannot believe we... What'd I do? Part, that's fine. Soak, no soak. Armor resistance. I do actually need to write this, so it's 3 for the shield. Coordination. It's actually 1. I think. Might be worse. But we're not using... It doesn't matter, actually, so... whatever. I'm just gonna put ... We're just animate this. Anime game, rather. Awareness, has a limit of... 3 or 1? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Agility, no limits. So, whatever, I don't... Lost interest in doing that. And we don't have to pick spells! Easy! We just have to do its movement. We just have to look that up. Oh, wait, is that the screen the whole... Was that the book the whole time? I'm an idiot. I was moving things around on the character sheet. 15 meters. Excellent. Not for now. 1 of 1. Okay, we did it. We did it. Amazing, guys. We made levels for Spinda. Anybody else have anything they want to amend, change, or whatever? Because I think... Let me do dodge 1. I think we've done a pretty good job making this Shitmon still bad, but usable. It has a niche. It has a big shield for its size. It's pretty good. And it supports its teammates with tag, which is pretty good. You can do some goofy things, actually, with tag as a team, because a spellcaster can do 2 minor actions with 1 spell, which is kind of crazy, actually. It's one of the only ways to use your meta magics and also inverse is with a tag. And obviously, fighters getting extra maneuvers is nuts, because it's just like, I'd like to extra attack. Tag. I'd like to extra attack again. Thank you very much. So, I think... Let's make a copy file. Save a copy. Put this in stream characters. Name it Spinda. It's perfect. We love Spinda. Okay, let me close this. Don't want to save anything I did for that. Okay. If we're happy, I'm happy. I don't think there's anything else I need. I will put the links to Spinda and to Regirock, or I'll upload them as PDFs onto the public Discord. I believe everybody here is on the public Discord, so you can have access to Spinda and Regirock for your own games, and you'll see how very different the 2 Pokemon are. Regirock is pretty good, and Spinda sucks. But that's Pokemon. Okay. I'm gonna head out, probably. I'm gonna end the stream here in a bit. So it's been fun. It's been fun. I might make a couple of edits here tomorrow before I upload it. Or I might make a couple of edits before I upload it, just in general. I don't know if it's gonna be tomorrow, but whatever. Well, let me do this large. Yeah. Okay. Good night, everybody. It's been fun. I'm gonna stop streaming now.